Brooke done walked in Eric's house and already seen that he designed it with RJ, y'all. That he designed it with RJ. Well, RJ's designed it with him. And I said, this is why you don't walk in people's house, and this is why you don't leave the door unlocked. Because they was trying to keep it private and everything. They was just discussing how, I think Donna was saying she had the intern go get the art supplies and be discreet and everything. I said, well, this cat's out of the bag now. Now I don't know if Brooke gonna immediately go tell. I think she will because, the whole CPS thing. But hey, y'all, welcome back to another review with Life with Chess. This for Bold and Beautiful, September 11, 2023. Now, Eric had just had this whole discussion with Ridge about people being in his office. I said, it's about time to have a discussion about people walking in your house as well. I said, look, Leon don't be knocking at Steffi's. Nobody knock. Nobody wait for you to say come in. None of that. None of that. They just walk in. So Brooke already, y'all, she already seen the RJ design. She was happy at first. She was like, oh, that's even better that you designed it with Eric or whatever. Because Eric had said that he was helping him. And she's like, that's even better. But once Eric started talking about he gonna do that collection without Ridge and all this stuff. And I said, oh my goodness, here we go. But okay, on today's episode, y'all, RJ was still helping Eric draw / design. And I said, I'm confused. I remember because I wasn't watching it back when, of course I wasn't watching it back when it first came out and stuff like that. So I don't know. Then somebody come in, I could have sworn somebody had come in some months ago and said that Ridge wasn't actually Eric's son. Is that right? So, I keep listening to them say how RJ got designed in his DNA and everything. How Ridge got it from Eric. And I said, how they work? If they ain't got the same DNA, how they work? I said, was the lady Stephanie, was she a designer as well? I don't know, because again, she was long gone by the time I started watching. So I was like, okay, was she designed? Is that what they mean when they say in their DNA and stuff? Because I don't know. But Brooke wants to do something about she talking about her little life and everything. So Rich tells her basically they grown up, they got to figure it out for themselves and everything. I said, right, stay out of it. Mind your business. You need to focus on your own relationship and stop talking about this man's son. She knows she doing better at controlling herself. Because we all know she be wanting to say Thomas. Look, because even Ridge was questioning her, but she ain't say nothing about Thomas. She ain't said nothing. But she wanted to. I said, ain't gonna last. Y'all little marriage. Y'all won't make it to the wedding again. Because remember, they supposed to had that wedding and never did. And they never did. And I've been talking about it for the longest. So I was like, look, you keep on. Ridge might have said that they grown ups and all that, but he don't play that stuff. But well, I take that back because I heard in the past he has played that stuff. He has chosen like Hope and them over Steffi and Thomas and them. But lately, like he seemed like he been speaking up for Thomas and stuff. Carter and Thomas end up having a conversation, and basically Carter was telling Thomas how proud Ridge is of him and everything. They was talking about, the success since the wrong show and everything. Ridge and Brooke wonder why they haven't seen RJ. Oh, they was like they hadn't heard anything from him. They was like, oh, it must be a girl. No, it's Eric. It's Eric. But then Carter and Thomas started talking about RJ. And I said, are they foreshadowing what's to come? Because they started talking about him design that he didn't want to design. He doesn't want to design. They started talking about, the beef and everything between Thomas and RJ. And I said, yeah, I think this is going to be a problem. I don't know yet. We don't know because they'll introduce certain storylines and they'll never even bring it back up again. But Carter and Thomas, I already said that. Ridge talking about RJ designing again. He's like, he wished that he would start designing and all this stuff. I said, I said, how you gonna feel when he finds out? Is he gonna be happy like Brooke was until Eric said what he said? Or what? Is he gonna feel offended because I've been studying trying to get you since you came back to join and help me design and team up with me, but you wouldn't do it. But you did it for my daddy though. You did it for Eric though. Look, I wonder, is he gonna be one of those situations? But I did see the preview for this week's episode. I gotta watch it again because I'm confused. They'll show one scene, then they cut to a different scene, then they cut back to the original scene. So I was like, okay, wait, I don't know if Ridge gonna go over there and Eric gonna tell him, watch out, he coming for him or something. But he talking about Ridge started talking about Eric sitting down somewhere and going on vacation with Donna and all this stuff. And I said, y'all ain't listening. Then he tell you that he don't want to do that. And then they start talking about, trying to get Donna to convince Eric to settle down and enjoy his life. I said, I get it. I've been instead of speaking on this. I was like, okay, I get it, because I could have sworn he's supposed to be retired and sit down somewhere. Maybe he just said, he was gonna be less at the company or something. I don't know. I said, Mike, so I understand both sides. Y'all know I always try to see both sides of things. I understand why Eric want to do it. He fearful because he got arthritis and it's messing up his hands and stuff, and he fearful he ain't gonna never be able to do this again. And then I understand Ridge, because you can't just, if you got deadlines and stuff, you can't be like, oh, you know what, we're not gonna do this. Actually, we gotta go with this. Then you turn around and say the same thing. No, they can't just stop production and all this other stuff just because. But then again, like, they did just do the Rome show, so it might be space. I don't know. They gonna find a way to help Eric watch and allow him to do it. Well, he said he doing it regardless. He said, you ain't gonna stop him. You ain't stop nothing. He said Ridge ain't running nothing. Then Ridge also I think he was telling Thomas that he in charge now and all that. I said, oh my goodness, this gonna be some mess. But yeah, Ridge was just talking to Brooke about Eric settling down and going on vacation, and she was saying how Donna would love to spend more time with him and all that. I said, I get what y'all saying, but at the same time, you can't tell nobody when they need to sit down and rest and stuff. One thing about it though is your body gonna tell you when it's time, and his hands are still telling him it's time now. So maybe they need to give him this last collection. They probably gonna end up doing it more than likely anyway. But I said, yeah, I said, he can't decide for him. I said, well, he technically decided, but still, Thomas wants to collab with Ridge while RJ is collabing with Eric. And I said, Thomas and Ridge versus RJ and Eric. Stay tuned. Look, I don't know. I thought, so Thomas, do he design just for Hope for the Future, or he designed for just in general for Force the Creation? Because I'm confused. Because I know at one point they had the Hope for the Future thing, and then they had the Steffi, what did she have? Did she have lingerie or some type of little nighttime clothing, or was that Brooke? I don't know. And I said, that's at the point where Brooke walked in, y'all. And I said, this is why you don't just walk in folks' house, and this is exactly why you don't keep the door unlocked. Brooke done walked in, and she asked the question, trying to see why y'all doing it in private. Then she was like, we always do stuff together. I said, not this time. Not this time. He said, not this time, I'm doing it solo. I said, well, technically, you're not doing it solo because RJ is helping you. I mean, he's the one drawing it, but, that's your vision and everything. But yeah, and she was like, at first she was excited. She said, RJ, you design. I said, if you hadn't creeped up in these folks' house, because she was sneaking at that point. I said, if you hadn't came your little butt in here, nobody said enter. Nobody said come in. Nobody said nothing. You over here, you wouldn't know he was over here designing. You'd mind your business. And then she was excited at first, but once he said he was doing it solo and something about Ridge and he in charge, he Eric Forster, nobody gonna get in the way, not even Ridge, and she made that face. I said, oh Lord. I said, oh my freaking goodness, this wouldn't be some mess. Look, we ain't got over the other stuff yet. Steffi just left town in the middle of a freaking storyline. She just left town in the middle of a storyline. Now we gotta wait on her to get back, so that's on pause. Maybe she'll be back by next week. But that's it, y'all. That's all that happened. Nothing too much. Nothing at all, really. General Hospital been killing the Bold and Beautiful lately, y'all. Look, it has, in my opinion. They don't know who got the same writers. Do they got the same writers? No, they on two different networks, ain't it? I don't know how they work, but yeah. I was like, General Hospital, if you listen to my General Hospital reviews, y'all know I've been saying that lately. I was like, General Hospital been on it. Even though it's the same storyline, because Sonny in trouble again. I said, still, oh my goodness. I said, still better than the Bold and Beautiful. But I'm going to give them room to grow, and we're going to see what they do next. But that's it, y'all. Let me know down below. That's when you talking about my show. You can't even get your words out right. But happy Monday, y'all. Y'all have a good rest of the day. Let me know down below what y'all, I said that all out of order. Let me know down below what y'all thought of this episode. Stay tuned for more videos. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe if you haven't already. Until next time, have a great rest of the day and be safe.